Good morning, Willow Springs. I'm Venya.
And I'm Cameron.
This is Miss Smith's 6th period media class. WSMS News starts now!
The Texas Rangers make it to the World Series and have home field advantages in the first 2 games. Tomorrow's Halloween. Do you know the history behind this scary holiday? And what is Dia de los Muertos?
We have no school on Wednesday. Is it because everyone would be too full of candy to come to school?
It's about to be dark at 5 p.m. again as we push the clocks back Saturday night. Will this be the last time we do this?
Many of our football teams are headed to the playoffs this week. The season comes to an end, and basketball tryouts are next week.
Get ready, North Texas. A strong cold front arrives Sunday. You're going to feel this one. Wind chills stay in the 40s all day Monday and Halloween. All this and more coming up on WSMS News.
Welcome back. This is Willow Springs News. Roman, the weather is really cold compared to how it's been. How long will it stay this cold?
Hi, I'm Roman Latore with this week's weather report. It's really starting to feel like winter. This week will be rainy and chilly, with today being the coldest and wettest point of the week. You should expect it to get as low as 39 degrees tonight, with a chance of rain. Tomorrow should dip down to 41 degrees while you're out trick-or-treating. I'll tell you that I'm going to be dressing up as a snowboarder in a blizzard, because with that weather. There's no less than a 30% chance of rain expected throughout the week. Saturday would be the hottest point of the week, with a high of 78 and a low of 64. Now that's about all for the local weather, so let's take a look nationally. Breaking news: a Category 5 hurricane strikes Mexico, and Montana is hit with a record-breaking amount of snow. Deadly Hurricane Otis makes landfall in Acapulco, Mexico. Otis has formed from a mere tropical storm into a Cat 5 hurricane in less than 24 hours. I repeat, a Category 5 in 24 hours. The west coast of Mexico is devastated from Hurricane Otis. Some say that the storm might move towards Arizona in the United States, but most meteorologists expect Otis to simmer out relatively quickly. The storm may be short, but the effects of Hurricane Otis will last a much longer time. Moving north, Montana and its surrounding states are struck with a flurry of snow. If you thought it was getting cold and wet here in Texas, then just imagine getting 2 feet of snow in just 24 hours. Well, that's exactly what happened in Big Belt Mountains of Helena National Forest in Montana. Ooh, that's a lot of snow, because that's all for the weather.
Thanks, Roman. And now for our top story. We turn the clocks back this weekend, and it gets dark a lot quicker. How is this affecting our sleep schedule? Here are Ellison and Cameron with the story.
Next Sunday morning, we gain an hour of sleep but lose an hour of sunlight as the clocks turn back, marking the end of daylight savings time. A lot of people thought last year was the last time we had to change the clocks.
I don't think switching our clocks is a good idea because it robs us of daylight hours.
As people want the time changes to end, there are questions on whether it's best to spring forward or fall back for good. Some like it because it gets dark at 5:30 and they like that extra hour of sleep, but others say it gets them depressed. I think that they should not enforce the Sunshine Protection Act because I like daylight savings time and it's a fun change in my routine. Rubio first introduced the act in 2022, where it passed in the Senate but didn't make it out of the House.
This is Avery Modal and Ellison Edwards.
Vinya, how do you feel about this time difference?
Well, I'm glad I'll be getting more sleep before practice.
Football season is nearly over, but not before some of our teams compete in district. And it's the last week of volleyball season.
And the Texas Rangers finally make it to the World Series. Here's the sports crew.
Congratulations to our 8th grade football A-team. They are in the playoffs tonight for 3rd place in Roy City. A-team had a spectacular last home game against Wiley Cooper, beating them 22-8 with a record of 3 wins and 4 losses.
B-team blew out Cooper 35-0 and is now 6-1. Our 7th grade A-team won 49-6 against Cooper and won all but one game and tied one, while 7th grade B-team won a close one 26-27. Now here's a look at Bennett Puckett and how the 7th grade season has been going.
I'm Dan Anderson here with Bennett Puckett. How was your season this year in football?
We're doing great this year. We're going to go play in the district championship. We're first in our district right now. We're going to go against Burnett, and it looks like it's going to be a tough game, but B team is first in their district also. It's going to be the first time that we've made it to the championship since 2016, and if we win it, it's the first time since 2011.
Thank you. I'm Dan Anderson here with Gage Foster. How was y'all's football season this year?
Right now, B team's football season is good. We're 5-2-1, and we're first in district. And right now, next game we're competing against Burnett for the bi-district championship.
8th grade volleyball are now district champions and won their tournament.
They played Curtis home last week, and B and C lost, and only A team won. 7th grade volleyball B and C won last week against Curtis, while our A team lost.
The Texas Rangers beat the Astros 4-3 in the American League Championship, making it to the World Series for the first time since 2011. They have played Game 1 and Game 2 of the World Series versus the Arizona Diamondbacks and play again tonight at 7:03 p.m. If the Rangers win this year, it will be the first time the Texas Rangers have ever won the World Series.
In the ALCS, Adolis Garcia won MVP, hitting 4 home runs in the 7-game series. The Mavericks season opener was Wednesday, October 25th, and the Mavericks won, winning 126-119 versus San Antonio Spurs. And Luka Doncic had a 33-point triple-double. They played again on October 27th versus the Brooklyn Nets, and again tonight at 7 versus the Memphis Grizzlies.
We have an election coming up on the 7th, and the state fair is over. Here's what's making headlines in Texas.
Early voting continues for the November 7th election. Up for consideration by Texas voters are 14 amendments to the state constitution, including one that would raise a homestead exemption from $40,000 to $100,000. The $18 billion plan will deliver the biggest property tax cut in Texas history.
This year, the state fair's attendance was 2.3 million people, which is 200,000 people less than 2022. The dates for next year will be September 29th through October 22nd, 2024.
Now that the weather is finally feeling like fall and you're looking for something to do, since the state fair is over, you can head over to the Dallas Arboretum. The park is still hosting its annual autumn at the Arboretum until November 5th.
This year's theme, it's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. The exhibit includes the Pumpkin Village filled with pumpkin houses and creative displays using more than 100,000 pumpkins, gourds, and squash. The colors of fall will also be featured through 150,000 autumn flowers like flowers, marigolds, and chrysanthemums. When we come back, we will take a look into our first pep rally of the year. What is the Day of the Dead about? But first, a commercial break.
Save the date. The WSMS Color Run is on November 3rd from 4:15 to 6:30 at WSMS. The colorful and vibrant event you don't want to miss. Students can stay after school to run the course. You can enjoy food, prizes, music, and more. Bring goggles and a white shirt for the end of the race surprise. Early bird entry fee is $25 and standard is $30. Go to the WSMS Rec Track to buy your ticket today or scan the QR code on the screen. See you there.
Basketball tryouts are from number 6th, 7th, and 8th. 7th grade is from 7:15 to 8:30. 8th grade is from 4:15 to 5:30.
Girls basketball tryouts are November 6th and 7th and 8th if needed. 7th and 8th grade will be at 4:15 p.m. through 5:30 p.m. 8th grade will be 7:30 a.m. through 8:30. You will not be able to try out if a physical and all online Rank 1 forms are not complete. You must attend all tryout days. Contact Coach Davis for questions.
Oh, my Zelda. This is the one that I wanted.
Hey, is that yours?
No, but it was lost, and I just found it.
You shouldn't take it. That's supposed to go to a local donation agency.
Well, in that case,
I miss my real mom.
If you lost something like this, these, or this, come to the Lost and Found and get it before it's donated.
The clothes in the Lost and Found are going to be donated this Wednesday, November 1st. So make sure you get your clothes by Halloween. You can even wear them home as a costume.
The Day of the Dead is a Latin celebration that combines the ancient Aztec custom of celebrating ancestors with All Souls Day. It is a joyful time that celebrates the memory of family members.
It's mostly a Mexican holiday, celebrated on November 1st through the 2nd. It's like a family reunion, but the dead ancestors are the guest of honor.
First, people set up a candlelit altar in their homes so spirits can find their way back to their relatives. The altar also offers some of the favorite foods of the deceased just in case they get hungry. Items that were most important to the ancestors when they were alive, such as favorite book or musical instrument, are placed on the altar as well.
Day of the Dead, it's a celebration of our loved ones that already are gone. This is a celebration, and if you go to any central of South America, especially Mexico, this is a celebration to remember them happy.
We want people to understand, the importance of life, in itself, and celebrate those that have come before us, and to understand that, there's so much good in this world and what people lived for and what they did in their lives. So, for us to just honor them and, respectfully and just, be able to celebrate.
Then it's off to the graveyard for the big party. Families bring huge feasts to eat while they clean tombstones, sing songs, and talk to their ancestors. Parents might even introduce babies to the grandparents who died before the baby was born.
Mexicans honor their ancestors on Day of the Dead, but they're also reminding themselves that death is just part of life.
For WSMS News, I'm Kate Roberts.
And Olivia Kelsey.
The choir concert was October 19th when the 7th and 8th grade choir performed at the cafeteria at Willow Springs. Here's George, Clive, and Drew to talk about it.
On September 28th, the Thursday before break, our WSMS choir had their very first concert of the year, led by Miss Cooksey, the new choir director. The boys' choir sang The Vagabond and Are You With Me Men, and the girls' choir sang Wheels A-Turnin' and Night Song. Here's some of the video. Please come to support our choir at any of our concerts throughout the year. Hope to see you there.
On November the 11th, Willow Springs will host All-Region Band Audition.
WSMS band students are starting to prepare for All-Region tryouts, with All-Region barely a month away.
All-Region is a process that our students can go through to be recognized as outstanding on their instruments. All-Region band is it's very challenging. So you get new music that's a level, like sort of a high school level almost, and you prepare 3 etudes and a bunch of scales, and then you have to go in a room with other students that play your instrument, play one at a time in front of a panel of judges.
WSMS students have a history of making the band, and the list continues to grow.
You get to go to phase 2, where you keep going, and then if you make that, then you go to All-Region.
This is a serious time for students as they hire professional teachers to help them play their best during the tryouts.
We start working on it in sectionals. Students practice together, they practice alone, they practice with their private instructors, and really start slow, gradually building up their speed and their technique.
For WSMS News, I'm Cora Coughlin with
Drew Crum,
George Balraj,
and Michaela Levy.
On November 9th, Willow Springs is hosting their annual Spelling Bee.
We had our first pep rally of the year last Friday. It was a great time, and for a recap, here are some videos of this fun Friday.
Red Ribbon Week was last week, and a lot of students and staff showed their creativity with their outfits. We have something for teachers to see if teachers are smarter than a 5th grader.
Are you smarter than a 5th grader? And roll that tape.
I'm here with Miss Claiborne. Is she smarter than a 5th grader?
Oh no, I'm scared. I'm really scared. Oh, I hold it. I'm really scared. I'm really scared. Okay, there's no freebie like trip to Hawaii? Oh dear. Oh, science.
What are the highest clouds in the atmosphere?
Cumulus.
No, it's a cirrus.
Oh man, but cumulus are clouds, right? Okay, okay. I'm feeling good. Okay.
I'm here with Coach Boyd. Is he smarter than a 5th grader?
Of course. Oh. Am I going to be on the announcements finally?
Yes.
I just spin it? Oh, not good at math.
Okay.
Can I spin it again?
What is 14 times 5?
Yeah. 70.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mental math. Yeah. 70. Yeah. Episode sponsored by Rudy's Barbecue. We like it barbecue, spicy, or regular. Pick your poison. Okay, what we got?
Have a good day, and remember, leopards roar as one. Roar!